Hey, so this video is going to serve the purpose of being the Daily Wash number 51, and I've written some topics on my computer behind the camera so that I can just have a quick look, just because there's a few things that I want to talk about today, not in any particular detail and not with any specific knowledge backing me up, but I'll talk about these topics and see where my mind takes me. Hopefully, not down too many dark corners where I'm gonna get in trouble. But there we go. I wasn't actually gonna make. I wasn't actually. I mean, I intended to write something today, and then I thought I could make a video, and I wasn't actually gonna do it. But then I realized if I can't, now that I've turned it into a writing every day slash making a video every day project, if I can't do it then, what am I going to do? Just add like another element so that I give myself a million options and then never do any of them. The idea with the videos is that I can do a video when I don't want to get too formal with my writing and write in a way that is structured and well thought out. With the video, I can just turn the camera on, ramble. Although obviously it depends. Sometimes you don't want to be in front of a camera. Today I can deal with it, even though my beard is getting a bit too long. It's getting in the corners. It gets really sort of like curly, and I spend way too much time playing with it. Really frustrating. I think quite a lot of guys who have beards play with their beards quite a lot. And there's this kind of old idea that the stroking of your beard is something that a wise person does. They stroke their beard when they're thinking. It's the complete opposite for me. If I'm trying to read, if I'm trying to focus on something, if I'm trying to do anything at all, really, when I stroke on my beard, it distracts me. It takes away my focus, and I just can't really take in what it is I'm reading. It's a bit of an anxious habit, to be honest. So I really don't like it. That's why I tend not to have such a long beard. Even when it gets this long, I'll just trim it right down, or actually, I get so frustrated that I'll cut it all the way back just to get rid of the stupid curly bit. But yeah, that's a little bit of nonsense about my beard. So, what did I want to talk about? Obviously, as I'm making this video, Joe Biden is now President Joe Biden, and no longer do we have President Donald Trump, or McDonald Trump, as Borat was calling him. Um, I guess there's a weird thing in that I've obsessively followed the elections over the past couple of days. Rather than listening to musical podcasts at work, I just had YouTube on in my pocket, hoping that my thigh didn't press a button on the screen, so that I could listen to things as they were updated. I thought maybe it would happen a little bit quicker, as I think most people did. It didn't because of the mail-in ballots and stuff, which Donald Trump is calling fraud. Uh, how do I feel about Trump being disposed of and Biden coming in? I don't think it's necessarily like the correct all, or what do they call it in science? I think they call it a silver bullet. A silver bullet, I believe, is when you just have a silver bullet cure for something and voila, done. I think Patrick Vallance, the chief, whatever he is, chief science officer for the UK, who we see on the conferences a lot of times with Boris and Chris Whitty, he said that the cure for coronavirus, or the treatment for coronavirus, the vaccine will not be a silver bullet. So we're not just going to get a vaccine and then boom, we're done. So that's what a silver bullet is. It's something that I guess solves everything. Maybe it comes from the fact that maybe a silver bullet will kill anything. Is that from some kind of old mythology or storytelling? Maybe. I don't know. So I don't think Biden being president is going to solve everything. There are a lot of under the surface problems with society at the moment, America at the moment. So yeah, but I do think that he is a better choice than Trump right now, because Trump and who Trump is, the biggest problem I have with Trump is that he devalues truth. That's what I've got written on my little open note behind the camera. He devalues truth, and I think that's a problem, because truth is really fucking important. And I mean, coming from me, like, I kind of aspire to truth. I think you aim towards truth, you aim to be as honest as possible. And I kind of follow the idea that if you are as honest as you can possibly be, whilst being emotionally intelligent, like I'm not talking about radical candor or whatever it is, where you just offend people left, right, and centre because you're like, you've got a spot in your head. Um, but honesty in the sense that you don't lie to people, you don't do things that will harm people. Um, and I don't think that anyone can ever be there. It is an ideal, so you sort of move towards it, and it's this thing off in the different distance that you aim towards, but you never quite get there. But I think aiming towards it is enough. If you try and accept your flaws in trying to get there, but you still try and get there, I think if everyone was doing that, then we'd all be a lot happier and get along with each other a lot better. Um, there's this other idea that I want to cover, is that I think definitely, and it's felt this way with UK elections a lot over the past sort of 10 years or so, that even though I would consider myself like left wing in my politics and what I believe, I do think that the left has done a particularly nasty job of alienating those who do not vote for, say, the left-wing politician who is running for prime minister, the candidate for the prime ministry or whatever. So you see, like, anyone that voted for Theresa May when she, no, did Theresa May? I can't remember what happened, but anyone that voted for the Tories, and this goes back to David Cameron even, was considered like evil and selfish and you're a bad person and all this shit, to the point where you get shy Tory voters as you got shy Trump voters. I don't think that's fair, and I don't think that's right, and I think all that does is to drive a wedge between and make it harder and harder for the two sides to understand each other. So you simply cannot ignore the fact that almost half of the country were voting for Trump. That, like, to me, that's not as simple as like, oh, you lot are all evil, or you lot are all stupid. I mean, Trump, I think it is fair to say that Trump was very definitely not a very nice man. He does not seem like a nice man. He's behaved like a child in this election process, and he's just done and said some very nasty things. But there is a reason that people are voting for him. There's a reason. And if you just put that down to stupidity or them being bad people, you are never going to understand the world. So you have to open your eyes and say, okay, what is going on here? Because America is never going to be in a better position if these two factions of people can't kind of like just maybe have a conversation like, why did you vote for Trump then? And they'll say, I don't know, it's because of his policies, or because the Trump administration's policies were a lot better in terms of business. I think they said that economics was the most important thing that people said would determine how they voted. But that's enough on Trump for now. Yeah, I think we're in a weird place now where we are all very divided, and I think we need to strive a little bit harder to understand each other. I'm tempted to just leave it there because I've kind of filled quite a bit of time there. I don't want to make these videos too long. I want them to be short so that you can just, chuck it up on Instagram and watch it on that, or watch on YouTube. What have I written? Let's have a quick look. Yeah. The other thing I wanted to mention quickly was memes, and how I think and have been thinking about how powerful memes are, and actually I wish there was some kind of course that I could do to understand what makes memes work, and also how to create memes, because they're insane in terms of marketing. Memes can turn an election even, I think, personally. Sorry, my light's gone off my computer. I think memes can even have probably played a large role in this election, and I think they will continually play a large role in shaping culture going forward. So I guess, we should stop dismissing memes as these kind of silly, funny things, because there's something going on there, man. And if you know how to make a good meme, it's an art. Like, it really is an art form. It's fascinating, and the memes that people create are so good, so creative and so funny. So yeah, that's it. I guess I'll leave it there. I'm gonna come back to that idea another time because I probably want to write about it or something after discovering or learning a bit more about them and why they are so powerful. Because I mean, I can scroll through memes for ages. I've spent the past week or so having sort of like lapsed in my retention or abstention. I'm not sure if I'm saying the right word there, but yeah, in my abstaining from using social media, I've had a big lapse with that. And I've just been watching these 20-second, 30-second meme videos, just scrolling to the next one, next one, next one, next one, next one, next one, next one. Not even getting that much benefit out of them. I mean, they're funny, but you just get desensitized when you watch them over and over again. And there's something in that you think watching like a 10-second video, you won't waste that much time. Try watch like, 100 10-second videos. It really like time starts to tick away. And because they're so short, you're more likely to click on them. So that's where I am with my social media abstention. I'm gonna have to check that. I don't even think that's a word, but I'll check anyway. Right then, that's the daily wash 51. I'm glad I got this done so that I don't leave a hole in the streak. That is not a streak; it's a broken up streak. I'll probably write something tomorrow and post it up here. But yeah, until then, have a nice weekend because it's the weekend, and enjoy or wallow in misery about the US election result. Okay, take care. Bye bye.